You're your own stuntman and your own actor, and there's a lot more to it than people think.
There's life after wrestling. You got to do something after the last can upside of your head. So I was in the kitchen telling my wife I want to make this and that. She said, why don't you sit down, big boy, and write a cookbook? And I wrote one, and I've sold 3,000 copies. First, we got the grease in the pan. We put the pan over here. We got this here fine hamburger meat here. We take this here, and we straighten it out. We're browning this up, of course. We're straightening it up right here. Reminds me of a lot of my matches. You know, you didn't get right over right away. You had to work that crowd. Tell that fat girl in the front row, go home and lose some weight. Oh God, we used to love our wrestling fan. And yeah, you want to spread this out real good. Oh, you can almost taste it right now. And then I'm looking for the salt and pepper. Get the salt and pepper right here in this little glass. We sprinkle all around. I remember a lot of the guys when I used to grab them and punch them. A lot of them didn't like. You keep browning it all the time, you know. You've got the salt and pepper in there. We're ready for the next. It takes about 5 minutes to really brown this up good. It's like in a match, you can't just 30 seconds in the ring. It takes a little while to brown it up. Yes, we have these beautiful peppers. We put them right on there. We're taking the meat out of there. You need to cook up a little faster with that meat out of there. And you take this here and you got to mix these up a little bit also. You got to keep these moving all the time. Like in the wrestling ring, you got to move around in that ring. When you think it's ready, I think it's ready, you're going to start putting it in the pan. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Oh, that's so good. All right. Now it's time to put the potatoes on there. You want all the potatoes in there. It's like painting a picture. A little browner here. Yes, sir. And then there. How does that look? Now, you got your oven right here. Put that inside your oven. You put that on 350, and you can sit down because you're going to wait a half hour. Don't let me stumble. That's worse than some of the wrestling matches I've been into. Sometimes you go in the dressing room, you're soaking wet, you've had a hard match, and you're just waiting for someone to come up and say, that was a great match. And if they didn't, you ask somebody, say, was that a great match? And you better give me the right answer. And it better be yes. Yeah.
Don't you know that you're nobody till somebody loves you? You're nobody till somebody cares. You may be king and you may possess the world and its gold, but gold won't bring you any happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same. You never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love.
I think that wrestling is going to be around for a long time. I know it goes through ebbs and flows, but there's something about the almost archetypal aspects of villains and heroes. There is an urging in the human heart to see evil defeated and to overcome impossible odds. That's something that's going to be with us forever. People like to play out the great dramas.
Back before the WWE came out and publicly said, hey, look, we are sports entertainment, so what? Back when we were practicing kayfabe and trying to the best of our ability, make the people believe that we're a legitimate competition. We knew that most people, be they an athlete or ever competed athletically in anything or been in a real fight, and you can watch wrestling, for 5 or 10 minutes and go, wait a minute, what's up here? But we tried to present it in such a way that it was as believable as possible.
It was a real strict code of protecting the business to the fans, and the fans were being protected. They were believers in that era. They believed the doggone thing was real, and they were very. Some of the fans were very violent.
I think it was a time, because in '85 was a little bit. They believed it, but they didn't believe it like they did in '79. They wanted to kill me trying to get to my car, and they always knew I was in a Cadillac or something, and it was, you were in fear for your life sometimes.
They burn you with cigarettes and cigars, they throw hot coffee at you, try to cut you with an opener or a knife, and on more than one occasion, my partner and I had to stand with chairs back to back, swinging at the audience in order to get out alive, because they took it seriously. They were very dangerous.
The New Jersey crowds were always great. In the Boston Garden, it was dangerous at the Boston Garden. It was, it was a little dangerous in all of them, but it was really dangerous. They throw batteries and quarters. They would actually throw quarters, 50-cent pieces. I'd pick them up myself. The rest.
There were
Buffalo, jalapeno, bacon, customized Domino's new